I now have with me Sue Divan, who's the Community Relations Officer for Derry City Council. Just tell us a little bit about what's going to be happening in Derry.
Well, in Derry, London Derry, there's over 60 free events. We have something for everybody here. For us, Community Relations Week is about celebrating the positive work that's done throughout the year for community relations, as well as having the challenging stuff that tries to challenge sectarianism, racism, prejudice and so forth. So we have things for families. For example, we have some events down at Pennyburn Play Trail, which is targeting early years, which will be an age-appropriate way of looking at diversity there. For teenagers, we've got the Wheelworks Art Cart out at Letter Shandoni in one of our rural areas. We've got different drums workshops and Chinese maritime workshops as part of the Foyle Days Festival this Sunday. Pitching at a slightly more adult audience, we have a lot of training events, such as we're working with Epilogues, which is a programme developed by Gaslight Productions. It's a very hard-hitting community relations training thing, so if somebody's looking to really reflect on the issues, that's one for them. We're working with the Equality Commission to launch a, no offence, but training resource out at New Buildings Community Centre. There's also a whole pile of conferences, exhibitions, free tours in places like the Ancient Order of Hibernians Hall, the Apprentice Boys Hall, the Tower Museum. There really is something for everybody in there.
It certainly is. It's an absolutely packed programme. And of course, people have remarked that in recent years there have been vast improvements in community relations in Derry, London Derry. But I mean, like all places, there's always room for improvement.
There's always room to do more. We try and highlight both the positive and the things we still need to build on. But I think this city really has a spirit in it that wants to drive forward for reconciliation and that really is trying to make this a shared and better community for everybody. And I think that our leaders in this city have got the message that community relations is not just an add-on. It is about how we do our day-to-day business, whether that's economy, whether it's education, whether it's transport. Community relations is in there, and it's beginning to be really in the thought processes of people of how they do their day-to-day work.
Well, I think it's very important that we have community relations not only in the 1 week but right across the whole year and right through, considering all the issues that we have dealt with over the last number of years. And I believe that there has been an increase and a change in attitudes of a lot of the political parties, a lot of the people and a lot of all the community throughout Northern Ireland. It is important that we have this week to celebrate some of the things that we have achieved and also to indicate some of the things that we need to still work on, because there are still a number of issues there that are still outstanding. We haven't finally solved all the problems, such as people can go into any area they want to without fear of contradiction, without fear of being attacked, without fear of any of this. And this is right throughout the province, not only in the city here. But I believe there's a number of issues that we need to deal with, and we need to continue looking forward, especially in the City of London, Derry, towards the UK City of Culture, where this is going to be a year where we're going to have a lot of visitors, a lot of people coming, and hopefully a lot of investment coming into the area, and we need to build on that and build up to that, and hopefully that we leave a lasting legacy for the years ahead for our people.
And tell me, Drew, just what are some of the plans for the week in Derry here?
Well, there's a number of issues to do with the Foyle Marine Days and Foyle Sailing Days. I think it is actually the word that they're talking about it. There's a number of film shows. There's a number of fun days and various things like that to bring I think it's 60 odd issues in the community relations work that are all free of charge, to develop a number of the programmes and things that are required or that people want to see and want to do, and to give us an opportunity of what do we need to develop more, and to give the community relations department ideas of what do we need to develop in the next 2 or 3 years.
Well, as part of the city's Community Relations Week, we'll be launching a book in the Tower Hotel on Thursday the 26th. The book is called Derry's Volunteers for Spain, and very briefly what it is, it relates to men from both communities who went off to fight in the Spanish Civil War. And what makes the book sort of a fresh perspective is that no community has the monopoly on this aspect of history, and it also involved men from both the Catholic and Protestant community. And it's one of those subjects that there's very little known about. So as part of this whole community relations week, we're trying to promote an awareness of it. In a sense too, these men had gone off just at nearly the outbreak of the Second World War, and we're trying to create awareness and sort of bring the both communities the history of these men.